Yes guys, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. I don't know why I'm clapping my hands for. It's probably the first time I've clapped my hands all day because Manchester United did absolutely fuck all. Yeah, 1-1 with West Ham, which means we are now ahead of Leicester. We are currently ahead of Chelsea, but I've got a feeling Liverpool are going to roll over and allow them to do them for that one. So, at the minute, we're in the top 4 spots. But we've still got it all to do when we go to Leicester City on the weekend. Now, how do I feel about today? I've got to be honest, I'm absolutely gutted. I'm a little bit fuming as well because we've dropped 4 points now through individual errors against Southampton and West Ham. Southampton, Hasenhüttl, I think they're a good side, you know. I'm not gonna lie about that. And I was nervous about that game against Southampton from the start anyway. I thought they could probably get something. But coming up against West Ham today, a West Ham side that are battling relegation, a West Ham side that are managed by David Moyes, and we allowed them to come to Old Trafford and have it way too easy. It was far too easy for them today. I've seen things like Mark Noble in the middle of the pitch rolling the ball under his foot. What the fuck is going on there? No one worth their salt in a Manchester United shirt should be allowing Mark Noble to be doing that. If you're going to do anything, take one for the team and smash him into the stands, because we should not be allowing that disrespect at the club. And I just felt like it was so easy today for them. So easy. Towards the last 15 minutes, you saw them knocking the ball about like they were thinking, well, we've got a point, we're happy with this, we'll go back down the road to London and yeah, we've got a point, happy, we're safe from... That's not good enough from Man United today. The mistake came from Paul Pogba. What he's doing, I do not know. Well, I do know, but no professional footballer should be doing it. It's schoolboy stuff. You see a ball come flying at your face, you stick your hands up to protect yourself. Like, we've all done it at times, but not on a professional football pitch, in the penalty area, for Man United. I genuinely didn't get it. And the thing was, the ball was going to hit him in his chest. He's brought his head down, and he's brought his hands up. Like, it genuinely made no sense. So it did look like a natural reaction. But it's a fucking natural, idiotic reaction because it benefited nobody but West Ham. Mikel Antonio gets a penalty. It's 1-0 to West Ham before half-time. And whilst I didn't think Man United had played well up until that point, we dominated possession, we were pegging West Ham back, and we looked like the team that was going to create an opportunity if anybody. And we had to go into at half-time 1-0 down through a mistake of our own again. What happened against Southampton? Paul Pogba loses the ball. United go in 1-0 down, and we have to come from behind again. And starting games like that, where you're making mistakes and you're giving goals to teams, you're never going to get off to the start you want. And then we couldn't even get back into the game because we weren't playing well enough. You go from back to front, nobody was filling us with confidence. David De Gea, okay, he did better today. He couldn't have done much. It was a penalty, but ultimately we're still a little bit worried by him. Maguire and Lindelof probably didn't have much to do today. But still, whenever the ball comes near them, you start to worry. I thought Brandon Williams had a poor game today, especially going forward. I thought Fosu Mensah, he had a 5-6 out of 10 game, but he could have done a lot better. There was a few occasions where he's looking across, well, one occasion, he's looking across the line. He can see the defenders. He doesn't hold his run. He's offside, and he's in a position where he can create a clear-cut chance. It was baffling, stupid mistakes that professional footballers at that level shouldn't be making. And we did them all day. We did them against Chelsea. We did them against Southampton. And it's really costing us now. But Liverpool have just scored against Chelsea, which makes me feel a little bit better. I'm going to try and ignore that, though, because ultimately, you know, we're not here to talk about Liverpool and Chelsea. We're here to talk about Man United and West Ham. And today, Man United weren't good enough. We are sitting in third. Somehow, some way, we are sitting in third. But it's through no push of our own, really, in the last couple of weeks, because it's been abysmal. Now, you could argue individual errors come when your players are fatigued, when your players are tired, when their legs are going and all that. Now, that comes down to the fact we've not got a strong enough squad. We haven't got a strong enough bench. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's scared to make changes to his first 11 in case they affect things. I think that Norwich game in the Cup really scarred him, because we saw that Norwich game in the Cup, we made wholesale changes and we just about squeaked through. We just about squeaked through in that cup game. And I think ever since then he's thought, you know what, maybe I'll try it in the FA Cup against Chelsea, because ultimately an FA Cup trophy didn't save Van Gaal's job. It was top 4 that they wanted then. Champions League football that they needed to get then to save his job. And Van Gaal didn't save his job with that. So I understand why maybe he rested those players in the FA Cup, even though I wouldn't have done it myself personally. And especially when you then go and drop points in the following game anyway. But I understood it. And now we come into this game, supposedly rested, and there's no reaction, there's no performance. That's not good enough either. So, you look in the midfield, Matic today, we've done the defence, Matic today, not good enough. What's happened to him since he signed his contract? I don't know. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Are we seeing the same Matic that came back from under Mourinho and early Ole Gunnar Solskjaer days? Because that looks like what we're seeing at the minute. Again though, you can put that down to fatigue, mental fatigue, shouldn't be playing so many games in a row, all that kind of stuff. And you could probably be right with that. But when you're playing and you're making these mistakes, bruv, you need to cut it out. Poor Pogba today, on the ball, some amazing passes. But, you know, out of possession, especially that mistake with the handball, that's not good enough, Paul Pogba. You know what I mean? We need you to be deciding games for us, not for the opposition. And ultimately, in the last 2 games, at home, at Old Trafford, you decided them for the opposition, and you've given them a point. And I know he will hold higher standards for himself, but come on, man. You know, you got, anybody does that, you're giving them. If Victor Lindelof or Maguire did that today, we'd be calling for blood, you know what I mean? So you have to criticise them where due, and I thought he was due today. Rashford got pocketed by Ben Johnson, player I've never heard of before, but he played very well. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to him, I'm just saying I've never heard of him before today. And he put Rashford in his pocket. Is Rashford injury, match fitness? You know, he hasn't had a pre-season coming into this. No one has had a pre-season, obviously, but you could start thinking, you know, is the reason for this fatigue and this lack of sharpness down to them, you know, having no pre-season, having no friendlies in the build-up to this, and you're coming back into prime-time Premier League football. So that could be a part of it, but again, we're making excuses for them. You have to be better, especially when you're playing against a young lad that's just starting in the first team. Get at him, roast him, like make him wish he never stepped on this pitch. And he didn't do that. Martial, when you get the ball to him, I thought he was alive today. But those things that we've seen him do off the ball, I don't think he did too well. Now, West Ham had a lot of, their box was really, really congested, and they did sit a lot of men behind the ball. But still, you want your players like Bruno, like Marshall, like Rashford, like Pogba, to be stepping up and saying, give me the fucking ball so I can slap these cunts. Because we didn't have enough people do it, and West Ham were there for the taking. They're safe. They're pretty much safe. So if we would have got the first goal today, their heads would have dropped. They would have thought, all right, it's no worries, we're safe, it's all right. But we didn't. We allowed them to grow in confidence. And as a result, I'm sure you lot felt it at home, our confidence drained out. The players' confidence definitely drained out. And whilst we did get that goal, and it was another great goal for Mason Greenwood, how many goals is that now? I've lost count of him. It might be 18, 17, 18 if you include the leasing com goal. But 17 goals for the first team for Manchester United. The best youngster to come through in his breakthrough season for me. I don't think I've seen a young player as good as him since Wayne Rooney. I really don't. And his goal scoring ability is second to none. But still, for those that watched him in the reserves in the academy, you'd say there's still a lot more for him to show in the first team. Which is great to see, because if you're scoring 17 goals, but there's still more to come from you, you know, that's a positive. But we shouldn't be relying on Mason to be bailing us out. You know, we shouldn't be doing that. I didn't think Bruno had the best of games today. He got a booking. They did a VAR check for a red card. Not sure what was going on there. So by that point, I checked out of the game. I just felt sick about the whole thing. I didn't feel like we were going to get a result today, and that was the way I felt once the team selection was made against Chelsea. Once the game started against Southampton, you just kind of get the feeling whether United are in the mood or not. And today, we weren't. Luckily, we got a result which takes us third, albeit temporarily. As I'm saying, Liverpool are winning at the moment, but who knows what can happen in that game. So, you know, at the moment we're third, so it is good for us, but you just have that feeling, that sickly feeling. Now, if we beat Chelsea on the weekend and drew this game, I wouldn't be feeling like this, but you do have this sickly feeling that, you know, an opportunity has been missed. And going into that game on Sunday is going to be fucking nerve-wracking. And I promised myself I'd never be in this situation. I'd never get in a situation where I'd be nervous over top 4. How the mighty have fallen, eh? But we do need that Champions League, because without it, we can't continue this progression next season. Europa League football will kill us, and we need to be able to sign the players that we want to sign. We can only do that with Champions League football. So we need to go into that game on Sunday like it's a cup final. I know that a draw might get us through 4th, but we can't be going there looking to draw or be losing going into the latter stages and Chelsea are winning, because that would just be a nightmare. So got to be at it. Ollie's got to get a reaction. The players have got to get a reaction. And Paul Pogba owes me a goal. Anyway, make sure you're keeping it liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. We did some fan cams over on Stretford Paddock. Me, Steve, Ronnie. I think, who was on the live stream? Would you use like Alex and the 2 Joes? Fat Joe and Joe. I'm on about the rapper and the R&B singer. I don't know who you that are on about.
Adam, come on.
What?
No need for that.
See you later.